Alright, so this is how I put tubes in tires. So you break the bead, you get the rim off. So now you're at this part, the tube's in. I have baby vice grips on. I'm just holding it. I don't have it clamped on very tight because if you put the tube on, the tire, and it pulls it, you might rip the valve stem. So I put it down because this side is already on the bead or on the rim. So now I don't have a tire machine, obviously, and I'm doing this inside because it's 50 degrees outside and I'm sweating like crazy. So I got 2 tire spoons I got off Amazon, some lubricant, and another pair of baby vice grips. So what I do is I crimp these baby vice grips on the rim, and what that does is when I'm putting the tire on, it doesn't keep slipping off that position. So I get some lubricant, WD-40, engine oil, grease, whatever, put some in your hand and rub it around the rim of the tire. Now you get your 2 tire spoons and you get your knees. If you have bad knees, I don't suggest doing this, but this is what I do. So you get your vice grips, put your tire over the rim like that on the one side, like this, push down on it, and you crimp your vice grips like that. So now you have your position that you're going to start doing your tires. So grab your tire spoons, make sure you have the angled part on the rim only, and kind of work your way around the tire. This part is a little frustrating when you don't have a tire machine or anything, so patience is a virtue with this. So what you do is you put your knee on the tire, you push down so that when you're walking around the tire, you always have more tire underneath the rim. So you grab your tire spoon and you work your way around. I like to use my knees evenly around the tire. Grab your other tire spoon and work around the rim. Once you get to the end, you grab your flat end, stick it underneath the tire, and now, there you go. Take your vice grips off, and there you have it. Both sides of the rim are now seated on the bead. So what I like to do, before I put air in it, flip it back over to the dry side of the rim, and I lubricate the edges of where the bead's gonna pop. I like to lubricate it because it gives it an even seal when it decides to pop on the rim. So now I would keep the vice grips on, go into the garage with my air compressor, get needle nose pliers, hold the valve stem like this, and then put air in it and wait, and keep your hands clear of the rim and wait till both sides of the tire seat on the rim. So this is what I like to do. I get my air compressor hose ready. This has a locking tire valve on it. Lock it in place. And then I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed, but I'll get the vice grips off, put my needle nose where the vice grips are, hold it, and inflate it at the same time. The reason I'm not inflating it now is because I have it a little bit crimped and I don't want to damage the valve stem when I install it with air. You want to keep inflating the tire until you hear it pop. And I had to turn on my air compressor because it's taking a lot of air. And keep going. until it seats on the rim. You'll know it seats when it pops onto the rim. Like that. Boom. You take your core out. What you like to do is do this, and it takes the air out of the little part of the tube there. Flip it over to make sure it's seated on both sides. And there you have it.